Hello everyone in YouTube land, Nintendo Fanboy 07 back here as always. And before I start the video, I apologize if it looks weird. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I'm just letting you know if the exposure is too bright or the lighting looks weird. The lighting never changes in my living room. My lamp right there and a lamp right there. Just right off to the side here there's a lamp on a coffee table, on my coffee table. And then I have a lamp on the other coffee table over there. So then I have a light right here on the ceiling, and then I gotta turn all my lights on. And there's like a ceiling light, the ones that dangle, right by my dinner table, and then two in my kitchen. That's not what this video is about. It's not about lighting. I apologize, but I just wanna. With exposure or lighting, again, the lighting never changes in here. I wish there was a light right there. My camera's right here, and then I wish there was a light right in the middle of the living room. So yeah, lamp, ceiling light, and like all this stuff. Another ceiling light. I don't have like giant lights. I don't do that. That's stupid. It's not a production. So just kind of natural lighting, or not natural lighting, but whatever. It's just indoor lighting. Anyways, enough talking about that, okay? We're going to talk about Nintendo here. I'm not trying to be negative, again, in this video, but it's just one of those things. It's not really negative. I think that's kind of an insult when you are expressing your opinion on something that's bothering you. It's not really being negative. It's just, speaking your mind on things. I wish more people would do that in the gaming community, you know what I mean? I wish that would happen more. I don't know. Obviously, the gaming community on YouTube and everywhere else on the internet, wherever you go, as far as the eye can see, is toxic. It's all toxic, no matter where you look at it, which direction, you know what I mean? Like, it's all toxic. Especially in any fandom, any nerd culture, gaming, cartoons, anime, movies. It's really, well, not all movies, but genre type movies. It's all just toxic. You're trying to stay away from it. But, you're expressing yourself and saying something is wrong or something that bothers you or whatever. Even if it's the littlest things. It's not being negative. I think that's kind of an insult. Of course you want to be positive and say, oh yes, there's some good stuff out there. But there's also stuff out there that's kind of bothering me. But this video is not about stuff that's bothering me. It's just, I don't know. It's just my opinion, okay? And that's all what it is. That's everything that I, upload and my thoughts. It's just all opinions. You have your opinions, I have mine. We can agree to disagree. All that stuff. And saying, like I said, if you're saying stuff that you don't like or something that bothers, it's not being negative. It's not. But Nintendo. I've noticed. Of course, just this past year, or this entire Switch era, whatever you want to call it, this generation for Nintendo, because it's different. You know what I mean? They had to give up the Wii U, really fast. What was it, like 4.5 years old? It was something like that. It was almost 5. It was a very short life cycle. I think it's probably the shortest life cycle for a Nintendo home console, not counting the Virtual Boy. I don't know. The 64, I think, was like 6.5 years or something like that. I don't know. It was good enough for that system. But I think the Wii U, yeah, it has the. It's funny because it has more game. The Wii U has more games in its library than the 64. Okay. But you get my point. Okay. It's been a weird time for Nintendo. You know what I mean? It's just been a weird time. This whole generation. I'm calling this the Switch era. Whatever. Because that's what it is. It's just been for their games. I'm just talking about Nintendo. I'm not talking about third-party games. Okay. I think the third-party front has been pretty damn good on the Switch. I just think the first-party stuff has just been a little underwhelming. I think. Lot left to be desired in that front, and yeah, underwhelming is the perfect word for it. You know what I mean? Like that's it. It hasn't been terrible, but it hasn't been. I don't know. Maybe my expectations are so high. My expectations are so high in certain things. I don't know. Like I said, we can agree to disagree on this. I think Nintendo has been playing it safe for with the Switch. I really think they have. Obviously, we had a new IP with the Wii U, which was, Splatoon. Anyone out there remember Splatoon? Obviously you do, with the first and second game. It's like it's a very popular franchise, even in America, not just Japan. Splatoon is huge in Japan. I mean, Splatoon is huge in Japan, but in America it's pretty popular. You have merchandise and whatever. But other than that, they did ARMS, which was just lacking in so much in that game. You know what I mean? When you look at that as like a new IP for Nintendo, even though it's a fighting game, I put it in the same league as Punch Out. You know what I mean? Like I really do, because it's the same. You punch. But that game was just lacking in so much content, and the game itself was just lackluster and just lack of depth, and just everything was just dumb in that game. It was just a dumb game. Okay. It was not worth $60 at all. It was just not, in my opinion. I don't think that game was worth $60. But you just look at all the games that Nintendo has come out. That Nintendo has come out for their own system, their own games, first-party games for their own system. It's just been, I think, underwhelming, and I think Nintendo has been playing it safe. Some people might disagree. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you look at one of the you just look at they just came out with Link's Awakening, which is fine. It's a remake. It's a remake of a classic Game Boy game or / Game Boy Color game, whatever you want to call it. There's 2 versions of that game, but it just it's fine. You know what I mean? And then Luigi's Mansion and Mario Maker, which is pretty much the same as the first one. They just added a few. They just added a few more tools to the game. Mario Maker 2, and then they added more art style. What is it? Super Mario 3D World. They added to it, which was fine. It's all great, but I'm not personally into Mario Maker because I don't like making things. But that's a great game. Like I have to give credit where credit is due. But I just think they've been playing it safe for the last 3 years. That the Switch is it'll be almost 3 years old, but very soon. They've just been really just lacking in that department, I think, and just their own games. And you look at their Nintendo Switch Online, which is a whole other thing, different story, obviously, but they're not even coming out with games for it. Like NES and Super Nintendo games, they just launched Super Nintendo games not that long ago on it, and it's like not a peep about nothing, and no one seems to care about any of it, which I don't blame people, you know what I mean? Because you're not coming with anything on there. Why should people care? Why should anyone actually support the Switch Online? You know what I mean? Like, it's really sad, I think. I don't know. Also, huge thing I gotta put in this video. I don't think Nintendo is in their prime anymore right now anyways. They can get back to that. And they have been coming out with quality games. And I know that's gonna sting for some people, but I don't think they're in their prime. Their creativity is just kinda dipped a little bit in a way. Besides Splatoon, you know what I mean? I love Splatoon. I just think, okay, sequels, you look at Yoshi, it's like, okay, it's Yoshi. Awesome art style, that's cool. But it's nothing groundbreaking, you know what I mean? It's nothing groundbreaking, it's nothing, earth-shattering. I think they've been playing it safe. I think they have. And obviously, we're expecting to get other, we're getting a sequel to Breath of the Wild, which is like, I don't care. I really don't honestly care. Because I didn't care, obviously, if you play I'm a huge Zelda fan. I'm always looking forward to the next Zelda game, but I didn't like Breath of the Wild, and this is a straight up, almost, if you look at that trailer, was that E3, or is that a Direct? I don't remember. Everything blends together to me. It's obviously they're using the same engine. They're going to use the same engine as Breath of the Wild, which is fine. They're going to have to, and can't, go have that engine go to waste. So they're just going to do that. That's fine. But I personally didn't like Breath of the Wild. I didn't like a lot of elements in that game, like the weapons breaking and just everything, the shrines, the temple. It was just, the soundtrack was lacking. It was just a meh Zelda game to me. Just a lot of annoying things that just, it ruined the enjoyment. It really did. You're just like, I feel like it's a chore. It was a chore to play, so I don't care. But we're getting that, and then we're getting Metroid Prime 4, which they had to restart the development for, which is just an odd thing, but at least they came on, but we're honest about it. It just feels, yeah. I don't know. Is it an okay time to be a Nintendo fan? Is it a good time to be a Nintendo fan? I don't know. I just think it's, yeah, I don't know. It's not a bad time to be a Nintendo fan. It's not like the Switch is not selling. It's not like the Switch is the next Wii U. Switch is doing great. They came out with the Switch Lite, which I personally don't need because it's just, yeah, it's just Switch without a dock. But it's like, yeah, okay, you came out with another version of that, and they're, they're doing the whole mobile games on mobile, phones, which is Mario Kart Tour. I forget what it's called. Yeah, is it called Mario Kart Tour? And, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, I see their posts on Twitter all the time about it. That, and then Mario Kart Tour, and then they still supporting that Fire Emblem game on there. I don't care for any of that. It's fine if they want to, that's great. Even though I did love Miitomo, I thought that was pretty cool, because I don't know why, I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, I don't care for mobile games, I don't care for any of that junk. I even did a video not that long ago about, like, who are these mobile games for? Because, you have Mario Kart Tour, but you also have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, you just go play that. So it's just like, I don't know. But my point is, I don't know. Has it been boring? I think it has been boring lately for gaming, I guess, but that's just my opinion. But just Nintendo, for their own system and their own, coming out with their games, their first-party games, I just think it's not, as creative, I think, as they used to be. They're not as creative as they used to be. They're not as whimsical. Some of it is whimsical, but it's just not there. Maybe this was my expectations. I don't know. I'm standing by what I said about, I think they're playing it safe. I really, really do. In these first 3 years of the Switch, I think Nintendo has been playing it safe big time and not, I don't know. They need to bring back some of their older franchises. They really do. They're in desperate need of that. I'm not the biggest fan of some of these franchises that I'm about to talk about, but I think they should, though. Earthbound and F-Zero. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, they need to. It's not that hard. Just make a F-Zero game. I would buy it in a heartbeat. I don't love that series, but I see why people do like it. I love the first game. I think the first game is a fucking masterpiece. Like, when I first played it on my Super Nintendo Classic, because I haven't played it in a long time, it's really good. Especially in HD, you're like, this game holds up so fucking well. It's insane. Like, it is such a good game. And obviously the GameCube game and the 64 game. Like, I don't understand what Nintendo's doing. Like, bring these old franchises back. F-Zero, Earthbound, you need Wave Race, like a new Excite game. Make a new Punch-Out for the Switch. You know what I mean? Like, I understand why they're making some of these sequels, because they're trying to make up for, like Luigi's Mansion. Okay, fine, you made a sequel to that, but it's like, did we really need that? I don't know. It looks really good. I'm gonna get it. Eventually. Of course, I'm gonna get it. And then Mario Maker and Yoshi and all that stuff. There's been too many Yoshi games, I think, and then Kirby. Like, they've been making way too many Kirby games. Kirby needs to take a break. You need to take a break with Kirby, because they came in with that other spin-off game or whatever. It's only on the eShop. And then obviously Star Allies, sorry. My god. The most recent one on Switch, which is fine and was not worth $60 though. But you get my point though. Like, it's just not. Yeah, they need to revisit some of their old franchises. Give Smash a break. Seriously, you can give Smash a break after Ultimate. You can totally give Smash a break. Mario Kart, I don't know. Are they gonna come with a new Mario Kart? What do people think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the Mario Kart game for Switch? Like, it's the definitive one. I don't think it is. So, but you get my point though. Comment down below on what you think about all this. Am I forgetting anything? Yeah, just bring back old franchises. Give some other franchises a break. Like seriously, especially Kirby, Smash, and Mario Kart. I don't know. Do we need a Mario Kart 9 on the Switch? Like, is that even necessary right now? I don't know. It could be. A lot of people were saying a couple years ago they should have a service for Mario Kart, like a Mario Kart for like a service. Like, you don't need to come up with a new game. You just add on to it courses and characters and carts and track. It's all that stuff, right? And battle modes. I don't know. I just think they should bring back old franchises and just kind of ease up on the remakes. To supposed to be a rumor that they're remaking Super Metroid or whatever. Some dumb rumor. But anyways, comment down below on what you think about this. All that stuff. You may disagree with me. So peace out. Later. More random videos coming soon. Bye.